heard it from a reputable source today and even saw a picture of the signed contract where Floyd signed on the dotted line for this exhibition match. Oh!
Now that's a lot to say. Here's a little story about Jack and Diane. Something. Then it goes, ooh yeah, life goes on. Now listen, don't be complaining about my mumbling. You see all the different range of music I know. Don't be one of them people who be like, he didn't say every lyric right. And again, I just sang Jack and Diane. Huh? Put in the comment section who said it. Classic song. Yesterday, well, first of all, guess who's bedacked? Still smell out on my clothes. It's me, Screwface, and I'm here. Yesterday, I reacted to KSI, another one of them KSI Try Not to Laugh. By the way, if you want me to do my own Try Not to Laugh, because I saw some African meme videos that KSI ain't touched. If y'all want me to start doing my own Try Not to Laugh without the K, because y'all watch the KSI one, so you know. If y'all want me to do my own and don't have to do the KSI, then do that. But if you want, then watch it. Make sure you put it in the comment section. Let me know you're gonna watch it. But anyway, we reacted to that yesterday, and KSI was talking about, well, we thought he was gonna talk about Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, but he talked about it for 2 seconds in his long video. So today I'm reacting to, yes, drama alert. Yes, Keemstar. Not the biggest fan of Keemstar, period. But he's the only person who has the highest viewed video of this, and I also think that he has the most thorough because how long it is. So we're gonna get right into it. Might not watch it all, but I'm very intrigued about this Mayweather versus Logan Paul thing, and if it's true, because if it is, this will be the biggest thing that's happened to YouTube, period. And you know I'm here for it. Ready, set, go. We here to cover it, you know? Yeah, all that. Sorry for the long intro. Get this to 2,000 thumbs up. That's the goal for every video. Shout out to everybody who's doing that.
Drama Alert Nation. I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's.
Oh, I hate the voice he makes. I don't know why he does that voice. That's like a voice of somebody who like no, let me go ahead.
Alright, into the news. Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. No way this is true, but there are rumors and things are happening behind the scenes. I had a source told me it's going down.
Okay.
I tried to get in contact with a source close to Logan Paul. Literally no response, so that's making me think this thing might actually be going down. And
yeah, Keem be kind of taking a leap in a mile sometimes, but he's essentially saying since nobody said no to him, he's thinking that it's gonna happen, which is kind of a stretch. But I'm here for all of it. I want it to happen. Do I want it to happen? Anything that's for YouTube, I like. So
let me explain how we got there. First of all, roughly 2 weeks ago, Logan Paul announced that he's going to be returning back to the ring in a major event from Boxing News. Now, a lot of people were speculating that he might be getting in the ring with one of the Dolan twins. No, that's not happening, and I'll tell you why. On the most recent Logan Paul podcast, Impulsive, this is what was said. Roll it.
I want to put on a good show too. Just like have you guys maybe consider for 1 second that there might be something more important on my horizon than wrestling a Dolan twin?
Well, Bread Batch posted a post on Instagram. You guys know how much I love Bread Batch. That said that you were going to be fighting Jimmy Bruckner.
Josh Bruckner. Josh Bruckner.
Johnny Bruckner.
Who fought on the undercard of KSI fight, won his fight. Very good fighter, by the way.
Yeah.
He DM'd me. He said, do you know something I don't?
Yeah.
I said, I have no idea who made this up. I'm not fighting Josh. But
let's just be honest. If the people watching this episode, Bread Batch, Jimmy Bruckner, if any of those people knew what I know right now and what you know, what Mac knows about what's really going on, the internet can melt. The computer you are watching this episode on right now would melt.
Yeah. Okay, so they're obviously talking about the Floyd thing here. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nobody said anything from Floyd's side, nothing like that. I'll give you my full feelings about this at the end. Stick around to the end. Yeah, but Let's see.
Like
Time is
the
coming, my
atmosphere
friend,
of Venus. You have no fucking clue.
Okay, so according to Mike, your computer would melt. Like, that's how big this event is supposed to be. Well, there is no one bigger than Floyd Mayweather in the boxing world.
That's a fact.
He's considered one of the greatest boxers of all time.
That's a
Now,
fact.
a boxing insider uploaded this video from the Fighting News, Floyd Mayweather Jr., to take on Logan Paul. And in this video, he confirms it, but not only, he says he actually seen a picture of the contract. Roll it.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is coming out of retirement.
That nigga nose is super broken. He must have been a fighter or a bad promoter. one of them.
And has just officially signed a contract to fight an exhibition match against Logan Paul. YouTube sensation Logan Paul. I don't understand the fight. Logan Paul has tried his hand at professional boxing. Couldn't even beat the other nobody nobody's ever heard of before. He's now 0-1. He's going to be fighting one of the best in Floyd Mayweather. It's going to be a joke of a fight. But it's signed. It's official. I heard it from a reputable source today and even saw a picture of the signed contract where Floyd signed on the dotted line for this exhibition match.
Oh,
Now that's a lot to say. The dude, I don't know who he is. I don't know how reputable he is, but let me not even wait to the end. I'll just give you a little piece of it here and maybe so I don't forget at the end. It's good. It's good to me. You know, YouTube getting a look. It is. You know, the Pauls. It seemed like the same type of people get the same looks, but he's boxing. But what the dude said in there is true. Like, it wouldn't, to me, it wouldn't, I'd watch it, and I'd be down to watch it. But why would that fight make sense? Logan Paul has a losing record against the probably greatest boxing record ever. Is it 53-0? That wouldn't even make sense if that was really happening. It would also be some real, like, why is Floyd doing that? I've heard people say, like 50 Cent and other people kind of insinuate that Floyd may need money, which would be weird. But if he's taking fights with Logan Paul, even as an exhibition, it's like, that would be like if Mike Tyson in his prime boxed Woody Allen or something, or like box like Keenan from Keenan and Kel, or Tom Green. I don't know, I'm giving you too many 90s references, but let's get back into it. That's weird.
oh my God.
I'm still here for it, though.
What? So, I mean, if this happens, right, this is huge. I mean, we're talking about, just exactly what Mike said, on impulsive. Like, it would melt your computer. Like, that's how big this is.
It would be
and
the
I did
biggest
text
fight
Mike,
ever.
and Mike has not responded. And I've texted other people close to Logan. They're just not responding to me, which is very abnormal. Normally, they'd be like, no, that's not true. They're not saying anything.
Okay.
I think this is actually true. No, Floyd Mayweather is like a lightweight. Like, he's way less in pounds than Logan.
That's another point I was going to say, too. It's like, they're not even in the same weight class. Like, what's going on with boxing lately, man? Huh? What's up with boxing, man? Y'all can't put together actual matches? Y'all got to have Iron Mike Tyson fight an old and losing Roy Jones? Like, what's up with this, man? Now you want this? What? They're not even in the same weight class. They're way different weight classes.
Logan Paul, but I don't know if
exhibition,
you
I don't
noticed
think
this
that
from
matters.
that impulsive clip, but it looks like Logan Paul is recently losing a lot of weight. He looks way thinner than I don't even know.
does.
I mean,
He's
he
losing
looks
a lot of
even
weight.
thinner now than he did when he was fighting KSI. And by the way, something
true.
also
He's a
abnormal
little
is
skinny.
I DM'd KSI
You seen
for a
his eyes and
statement
stuff.
and his thoughts on what he thinks about this, and he didn't respond. But he's also on holiday, so I don't know. But if we could for a minute think about
And he
this,
probably
all
doesn't
right?
care. I mean, he can't.
Logan Paul has no chance of winning, okay? Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive boxer
Of all time.
that ever lived. If Logan Paul was swinging on KSI and missing, how
Not
is he going to
touching him.
hit Floyd Mayweather? It's impossible. And for those of you that are not boxing fans, Floyd Mayweather has had 50 fights.
I think he's actually had 53. Oh no, 50, he might be 50-0. No losses. 27 knockouts. Half of his wins have been knockouts. That's another thing too. The weight is different, but if something like that would happen, I think you guys would see the vast difference between like a KSI, Logan, Jake, and an actual boxer. Like what Floyd Mayweather would dance on that man. He would dance on that man. He'd moonwalk. He might start crumping on him. just out of nowhere.
And 50 wins. I have.
But this is super interesting for me, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Following this whole thing,
money. Like, there's going to be big money on the line. Like, Logan Paul is going to make millions if this is true in this fight.
The most he's ever made in a fight.
So is Floyd Mayweather. But
maybe
like,
not Floyd though.
There's just no way Logan can win. Logan cannot win. But before I get too ahead of myself, right? Let's pretend that there is a chance. Let's pretend that there's like a 7% chance that Logan Paul could beat Floyd Mayweather, right? If Logan Paul pulls this off, the entire world as we know it would change. If somehow... Stop the dogs from barking!
That's an angry man.
If somehow a YouTuber beat the best boxer in modern times, the world would be changed forever. And speaking about being changed forever, Kanye West is trying to change...
Yeah, we'll stop right there. That is a good point. That is a great point. If Logan Paul, in some bizarro Where the Wild Things Are universe, beats Floyd, yeah, life would be forever different. Life would be forever different. If no boxer could beat him but Floyd. But I don't know what's going on with boxing. This whole thing seems like a circus now. My full thoughts on this is, I don't know what's up with this exhibition era of boxing. It's starting to seem like a circus act. That's the negatives. The positives to me is that I think YouTube is one of the greatest platforms on breaking people and making new stars and all that stuff. And I honestly, believe it or not, think it gets slept on and think it doesn't actually get the props it deserves. So anytime something is put up on this pedestal for YouTube, it's a win for all of us. What I will say though is, who be representing YouTube and who be representing YouTube and YouTube music, those are the people who get the most views. They're not always the greatest representations. They don't always, those are sometimes the reason why people look at YouTube and give it a stereotype before they get to listen to anybody, you know? And that kind of will lead me into something I got coming up. Speaking about, you know, yeah. Stay tuned. We out. Who do you think is going to win, Logan or Floyd Mayweather? If you watch this all the way to the end, put your prediction of who you got, Floyd or Logan, if this happens, and I'll know you watched it all the way. Leia, we out.